The second question is to describe the top two industries I have had the most experience working in and give some examples of key clients in those industries. Explain what insights I have gained from these experiences. I have been employed in S&G Grant Thornton in the Financial Services Group. During my tenure at S&G GT, I have worked on clients in the asset management space and the property market. My biggest client in the asset management industry is the Public Investment Corporation, abbreviated as the PIC, and Stanlib. The PIC is the biggest asset manager in Africa. It manages the funds of the Government Pension Fund, the Unemployment Insurance Fund, and the Competition Commission in South Africa. It manages assets over 2 trillion rands. My engagement with the PIC includes the independent valuation of treasury instruments such as equity, preference shares, debt instruments, and fund of funds. The independent valuation of treasury instruments includes valuation techniques and also the financial analysis of each investee company the PIC would have invested in. This therefore then further exposes me to the financial analysis of clients in different industry sectors such as the mining sector, the agricultural sector, the banking space, and the property market. So PIC would invest in all of these different industries across Africa, of which then this engagement would therefore help me also get certain expertise just by being involved with this particular client. As the valuator in charge on this engagement, I further developed certain soft skills, which would include strong presentation and communication skills, which I have displayed continuously in the valuation presentations that we do to the PIC Board of Directors in the 2018 and 2019 financial years. Furthermore, I have developed perseverance, problem solving, and working under pressure, which is due to the tight deadline which is expected from us from the client, multitasking between different investee companies, and also leading such a complex client with delicate politics to consider, given the fact that it's working for both the government and the private sector. The second company which I worked in the asset management industry would be Stanlib. Stanlib is a subsidiary within the Liberty Group. Liberty is a JSE listed company. Stanlib boasts of being one of the best investment managers in South Africa. My external audit experience of Stanlib involved the understanding of the laws and regulations of which Stanlib operates in. Furthermore, it has exposed me to leading audits of a complex group structure, as Stanlib itself is a group that reports to its group auditors at Liberty, that further reports to Standard Bank, another group itself. So being involved in this particular client has helped me develop great leadership skills, communication skills, basically to the rest of the Stanlib team, but also as we are reporting to the group auditors and implementing their group instructions. It has been great being in this industry. It involves the the audit of treasury instruments, of which the Stanley Group would be investing in. In the property management industry, my biggest client is Izandla Property Fund and Izandla Property Manco. Both these companies are subsidiaries of Investec Property, which is part of the Investec Group, which is a listed entity on the JSE. Exposure I have received from this engagement includes understanding the laws and regulations that are at play in the property industry, but furthermore, it is given insight on how companies leverage debt financing in the property industry, and because financing of the property is such a significant part of this audit, it would also include the valuation or the audit of significant liabilities which the company would have used to fund the properties. Also, the fact that we are in the property market space, it would also require the continuous valuation of the properties to market value. Therefore, I would bring in the experience I would have got from the asset management space in the valuation of instruments and of properties to this particular engagement, as I now have the technical know-how of how to do valuations from an audit perspective. But also, this particular client is one unique one where we make use of experts that would include experts for the IFRS 9 component of this particular audit. We make use of investment property experts that would give us an indication of whether the fair value of this company is within the required standards and whether it is fair and reasonable for purposes of the audit. It's been great being in such an audit environment, as now I understand the bigger picture that comes into play with regards to properties. Thank you.